Good morning and welcome. It's Jilly Cube, and I am doing a very rare resin project. I'm not a big on doing the resin, so this is really you learning with me too, because I just merrily go along my way, read the instructions, and hope for the best. One thing I'm noticing that I'm doing is not wearing gloves, and that is a no-no with resin. You must wear gloves, respirator mask and protective eyewear. So that's why it's not one of my favourite pleasures, because it's so restrictive. There I'm using a liquid gloss, and I've actually had that for quite a long time. So I'm really hoping that it works. It's a 1-to-1 ratio, meaning equal parts. So it's been sort of up on my shelf maybe 2 years, so not sure if it's going to do anything. So I thought, rather than throw it out, which you have to do thoughtfully because it is resin, I'm going to use it and create an art project. So I've mixed my resin, equal parts, pouring into my little containers. I'm actually going to use that MDF board. I find that even that thin MDF doesn't warp with resin. It seems to really hold its shape. So I thought either a trivet or I could make it into a clock. I'm using the Colour Art, beautiful pigments there. I'm doing a voiceover, so I can't even remember the names, but I thought I showed you. I will try and have a look at the names and let you know. But they're Colour Art pigments. They're really gorgeous, and what I'm doing to begin with is just put a little bit of the resin into my cups and then my pigment, and then I'll mix with the little bit of resin first and then add the resin that I'll require, top it up after I've mixed it. So this really is like resin for dummies, because I am a dummy with resin. I'm not well versed in it. I don't know any tricks of the trade really. I do resin top coat a lot of my artwork, and I really love that because that's plain and simple. I use eParency top coat, which is a 1-to-1 ratio, and then I literally pour it on the finished and fully dried artwork and spread it with my gloved hands. Oh look, Jilly's got some gloves on. Well done. So I'm just dampening down those resin pigments and mixing them up and merrily going along mixing my paint. So I wanted to show you this process just in case you want to give a resin project a little try. And so you're doing it with me, a very beginner and somebody that's not used to doing it. So here you go. I'm just topping the resin up now in those lovely colours. And I do decide to, see, that's just my global black paint. And I want a little bit of just plain black to be my background on this artboard. And so I've just mixed a little drop, not measured anything, with the resin, and it has, and I'm going to put some dragonfly glaze in for extra sparkle. So I'm just hoping now that that works well. Well, actually, I do know it's dried absolutely beautifully, so no biggie. I've used, so using the global paint was absolutely fine in my resin also. So I'm just making sure you give it a really good mix. The thing is with resin that I have found is that when you first mix in your equal parts or your 2-to-1, that you actually do continue mixing for a good 4 or 5 minutes to really get that resin mixed really well. I find that if I've got air bubbles in when I pour it, it's often can easily burst any air bubbles with a heat wand or a butane torch. I do actually find butane torch works better with resin, but it's personal choice. It's a lot safer to just use a heat wand. Rightio, Jilly's ready. But what I decide to do at this stage is just give my MDF a coat of just straight out black. No pouring medium in it, just the straight black to coat. I just thought, in case my paints are, is it translucent? I always forget the translucent and opaque, which one's see-through, which one's not. But somebody please enlighten me. As I said, I'm a resin for dummies person. See how that black now has coated the whole of my MDF with the sparkle in it from the dragonfly glaze. Just love adding that to anything if I could. So I'm going to just pour those beautiful colours now over my resin board, and any leftovers will go in those little jewellery maker silicone moulds that you see there. So enjoy. Just using that heat wand to burst any air bubbles, but I did want to move this around, the resin around, to get some lovely cloudy effects in there. So what better to use than my little mini dryer, and I just have it on low, but it's just helping me move that paint around and get some kind of nice effect in there. So I think before I've used my heat, like the super heat gun that's kind of got a blow dryer on it too, but I didn't use that today. I just used the hair dryer and it worked just as well, as long as I kept that resin warm with the heat wand previously. So just doing a bit of pushing around, and now I'm going to add that absolutely delicious gold. It is gorgeous, gorgeous. And now I'll blow the gold around just to blur the lines, as they say, so it's not sort of a thick line like that. It's just fun doing it, something different, but it was gorgeous colours, I must admit. It was beautiful. Now for pouring leftover resin into those little moulds. So they've already got like a little hole that'll be where you put either a chain or a piece of leather through to hang them as a necklace. I mean, you can do anything you choose with them. So yeah, if you I usually put a piece of black leather or something, a leather lace through, or a chain. And they're really nice to give as gifts, or they're nice to give when you sell a painting. You can always give a little necklace too. But they do sell well if people that make these resin necklaces and jewellery. I mean, it's not my intention on these. I will just gift them for sure. And that's me done. I'm happy just to do the art itself. I am not really at all interested in selling or listing and posting my work. I do have a lady that used to do all of that for me, that she's been having a baby, so that hasn't been done recently, but I much prefer to outsource that job of the selling. I just like creating, and that's just me. So there you go, little duvelakis, little necklace things. And now I've still got resin left over, so I get my heart mould, which is a silicone heart mould that was a cake mould. So as cheap as chips. I think I paid less than $10 for that cake mould, but it's a silicone and it does exactly the same as buying expensive moulds. So I'm pouring all my leftover resin into my hearts, and what I do with these is I put a magnet, I stick a magnet to the back so they become fridge magnets, and you can gift those too, little fridge magnets. So all good fun and really nice to just gift away to anyone that you think would like them. So just pouring leftovers and then giving a little wiggle with a skewer to add some wiggly bits, and we'll see how they're dried in a moment. Okay, it's all nice and dry now, so I'm going to use this as a trivet, or definitely would be good as a number plaque to put your number of your house on it. I'll just seal the back then with resin as well. So that would be a nice idea to have your number of your house on this. I did put a little bit of the dragonfly glaze, as I showed you, in the resin. So look, it's given that lovely sparkle. I pulled all of my little pieces out of their moulds, and I'll probably use these hearts as fridge magnets. Just put a magnet on the back and you can gift them with anything. There's a couple of them and they're shiny too. Oh, the black one, black heart. Look at the sheeny shininess in there. And then of course there's all the little necklaces. Put a piece of cord through there. Well, that is the shiny side, I guess, the nicer side. So made all these lovely bits of jewellery that you can just gift. That's sparkly. Let's turn it over on that side. Oops, oh goodness, I'm trying to hold my camera and lift these up. I like just the plain blue sparkly one. It's on that side. Plain blue sparkly. That's it. So it's a little bit of fun. It was something different. I don't very often do resin. So I just wanted to, I like to put, I like those in there actually. I like to put different things, not the same old on my channel. So I hope you liked a bit of sparkly resin. Easy to do as a beginner, because trust me, I am certainly not no expert at all. I just give it a go, and that's what I recommend you do. Have some fun and give it a go. There you go. Okay, until tomorrow, my lovelies, stay safe and bye for now.